Okay, so a well-known fact about me is that I like this character from Blue Archive called Mika, but in the actual game, you, the player, don't interact much with her, and I think that's very sad. You see, that would be the more reasonable case as to why I made this video. But why would that be the case? I'm mentally deranged. Look into my eyes. Do I look sane to you? Do I look fucking sane? Anyways, so I'm making this video because some dude on the internet said that she wasn't real and that I should touch grass. I can't do one of those things, but I can make the other one. So... Okay, so before you wonder, wait, isn't there this website called a character.ai? Yes, but I'll give you a few reasons why I don't like it. She doesn't talk like that. Like, where the hell are the stars? And where's the mental illness? So here's what I think is the main problem here. The AI isn't being fed enough info about not just who she is, but also how she acts and talks. And if it is being fed sufficiently, it's not making a good enough replication of the character. There's a couple of reasons for this, but it's mainly because maybe it's not being fed enough data on how to talk, or just how to sound legible, or how to stay in character given parameters. Luckily, I have a solution in mind for these problems, and it goes something like this. Use GPT 4.0 in order to get a very human-like output with a lot of area for context, and also get a good description. Okay, so using OpenAI's API is actually really easy. I did it in Python in just like a few minutes. However, I have a bad experience using Flask, which is a Python library and shit for websites. So I'm converting this to JavaScript all before I use ChatGPT to convert it to PHP, because it's college app season and I'm not gonna learn a new language. Here's the code. Anywho, I also added a few more features to make it more like the game, such as background music and expression changes. Alright, so here's a rundown of what I typed while chugging down 16 cans of beer. This is index.php. Not JS or HTML, it looks like it, but PHP can use HTML syntax and you just have to put the PHP tagline, which is really cool, so that's what I did for that. There's a script here, which is script.js. It's basically the code for sending and receiving messages. It also interprets whether Mika is happy, laughing, blushing, being racist, or if the user is being horny. This fetch function requests a get request, and the .then functions do their thing asynchronously. My code knows whether to make Mika blush or make her happy by using variables that I talked about a second ago. If she's feeling multiple emotions, then I just decide to use the most recent one. Not because it's right, but it's because I'm too lazy to think of a solution. Anyways, here's the code for the animations and shit. That's all the boring stuff, so... Hey, PHP, you've probably never heard of it if you didn't listen to me like a couple minutes ago, but it's really useful for web development because it uses scripts, meaning you don't need to do hocus pocus magic that I can't do to make powerful websites. My school uses this for electronic hall passes now, but it sucks ass, but that we don't need to talk about that. This is the part where we actually use PHP and not JavaScript syntax. What you really need to know is this part that sends messages, and this part that checks emotions. It's all pretty straightforward. Oh, just... ignore that part. So once it gets a response and also the emotion variables, it'll echo this response as a JSON, and that's how our script.js receives it, which lets it do the .then functions. So while I was explaining all that, I decided to use 4.0 mini because using this API is expensive. Like just testing and doing 69 calls, nice. I spent around $2, and I know I'm not like famous, but even if like 2 people use this daily, it's gonna cost a considerable amount. For now, I just set a monthly limit of $20 and made it use 4 mini, which is substantial enough. I'll increase it based on the amount of Ko-Fi supporters for now. Speaking of, you can support me on Ko-Fi in the meantime and subscribe. That'd be cool. These videos do take a lot of work, and I'm still sick. Anyways, now it's time to unveil MikaGPT to the world. Wait, there's no fucking way. What the fuck? Hey, you reached the end of the video. Okay, so maybe the world just isn't ready for MikaGPT yet. I don't know how my Reddit post got a lot of downvotes. My best bet is because it was breaking a rule of AI on the subreddit, and AI is generally looked down upon in the Blue Archive subreddit anyways. If it's another reason, leave it in the comments or DM me on Twitter. I don't know, I don't really know about AI ethics too much yet. Well, thanks for watching. If you liked it, please like and subscribe. If you didn't, I usually end with where I'm releasing this, so I'm working on having this on Google Search Console, and this time I'm not going to upload this onto GitHub anytime soon, because I might have plans to have some payment stuff on it, and it just makes me uncomfortable releasing the source code online for it or something like that then. If some dude convinces me otherwise, then maybe it might change. Also, the next video is probably going to be light. This week's really drew out all my energy. It'll probably be me like playing Valorant or Project Sekai or something. Oh yeah, also thanks for over 700 users on Sechify. That is crazy. I did not expect that to have that much. Yeah, it's going on my college resume. Here's actually what I put for it. Solo developer of a Google/Firefox extension that utilizes YouTube's data layout for thumbnail manipulation. Wow, that sounds really good for something that just makes thumbnails stupid as shit. Oh yeah, also I banned eSex on this website. Well, I didn't ban it. OpenAI won't let me do that. So don't even try it. I've tried before.